a man, and he whoops everybody's ass who comes in his way. Not that I'm afraid of no ass whoopings, but I'm not going to talk about fighting the man, BJ Penn, but I'll talk about whooping everybody else in that division's ass.
My shin because I had a ball on my shin, and it dripped down my whole sock and sucked my whole fucking shoe. What the f? This is a soaking wet Travis Scott.
Nate Diaz and Jake Paul will be fighting tomorrow. And let me just level with you guys. I had not given this fight an ounce of thought. I was sort of under the impression that Nate was just going to get knocked out because he's old, full of mold, probably not taking this fight that seriously. So I figured, I'll probably just stream the fight completely legally, pay full price for it, obviously. I would never illegally stream anything in my life. I don't even know how to illegally stream things. I don't, I just don't even, that's not something that I do. And even if I did know how, I wouldn't, because I pay full price for all of it. But anyway, I was just going to turn the fight on as background noise. I wasn't really going to pay any attention to it. But then I came across this very interesting video, and it made me think, maybe Nate is actually taking this fight seriously. Maybe he does want to win. It was a clip of Nate Diaz boxing sparring against this guy named Esquiva Falco, I think. He's a 30-1 professional boxer, super legit. And that sparring footage revealed what Nate Diaz's strategy is going to be for this fight. And I think it's pretty interesting. This Falco guy, I had never heard of him before, but I was able to find a highlight tape of him with Linkin Park in the background, which is always what you need when you're trying to do film study on a fighter. And he's super legit. Now, obviously, he wasn't giving Nate 100%, but they were going hard. And like I said, Nate Diaz's fight strategy was revealed. And who would have thought he's doing pretty much the exact same thing he's always done in MMA, which is march you down, constant pressure. And he was having a decent amount of success in the sparring round, even landed a couple good shots. So then I started thinking, okay, Jake, he's got a lot more muscle on him. He punches way faster, way harder. He's a lot younger. He's definitely going to tag Nate quite a few times in the beginning of the fight. But what happens if he can't knock him out? Now, Jake has gone 8 rounds before, and he's done it really well. This fight's going to be 10 rounds. And with Nate putting on that non-stop pressure, can he gas Jake out and possibly get a TKO finish? Because I don't think he's going to win a decision. He's probably going to lose the first 5 to 6 rounds. But if Nate can't get the finish, it probably still will go to a decision. All of Jake's knockouts have come from, one, Ben Askren, who just did not know what he was doing in that fight. 2, it was Tyron Woodley when he just dropped his hand expecting a body shot, which was just, not good. I don't know if that's always how he's blocked body shots, but I'm like, Tyron, just tuck your elbow, man. You don't need to drop your whole hand. But anyway, Jake did drop Anderson Silva, but that's because Anderson was going for the finish in the 8th round because he knew he was down on rounds and he left himself open, taking a big risk. He was also 47 years old. Jesus Christ. And he did drop Tommy Fury, but it wasn't with a power punch. It was with a jab because he was off balance. So is Jake Paul's title of a knockout artist legit? Look, he's got a lot of power. He wings right hands at you with a dangerous amount of speed. But at the end of the day, I don't think his knockouts were all that impressive. The Tyron Woodley knockout was a cool clip. But boy, was that second fight horrendous. A terrible fight. Luckily for Jake, no one remembers that because the knockout looked so cool. But that fight was awful. Neither Jake or Tyron looked good in the slightest. So, if Nate Diaz just keeps his defense sharp, is he going to get knocked out? Most likely not. I don't see that happening. But enough dilly-dallying. You guys want my official prediction? Well, here it is. Mark my words in granite. Before the 3rd round begins, The fight will end by doctor stoppage because Nate Diaz is going to get cut really bad because of all of his scar tissue, and everyone's going to be disappointed. But Nate's going to claim that he was fucking him up the whole time and he was going to win, and a lot of people are going to believe him. So Nate kind of wins, sort of.